I mean, if they're not taking some of these big bites, especially for their first match of the day, it's gonna be an issue, because you know that as we go later on in the day, when people start getting tired, they're gonna start playing in the pocket a little bit more. So.
So we have Army Black over here on the right side of the field, and El Cartel on the far side, the left side.
I mean, we're coming down to 30 seconds before the first point. I mean, those first point and first match jitters probably getting to some of these guys. You know what I mean? Still pretty early in the morning. It's about, what is it, about almost 9 o'clock? Yeah, just about 9 o'clock on the dot. You know what I mean? It's still, I wouldn't call it cold out, but it's definitely crisp. You know what I mean? Got
to warm up your body.
Yeah, got to warm up the body. I mean, the paint should be shooting pretty well. You don't have to worry about keeping it into a cooler or anything. So here we go. Okay. One body in the snake for Army Black. Big move. Oh, but they lose a body in the corner.
They lost the 2 on the snake side.
Yeah, I mean, they're going into that death trap of a bunker that's a corner.
El Cartel just made it to the snake 50.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, they are taking advantage of the situation, but I believe that they lost a body as well, so it should be 4 on 4. Oh, and Army is able to get the move out. But I mean, just bodies dropping off of both sides of the field, just like struggling to stay alive.
So we got what looks like 2 bodies here for El Cartel.
I think it's down to 2 on 1. You can see by.
Is there anyone else on for Army Black, or is it just this guy in the snake corner?
No, I think it's pretty much just this guy in the snake corner, because
and that's not where you want to be.
No,
if you're the only person alive in this little W.
You definitely don't. So I mean, but El Cartel doing the smart thing, spreading the field a little bit. Oh, yeah, there he goes. He gets blasted. Oh man!
And a towel from Army Black.
I mean, that's smart. Oh, man, that's definitely a hot gun. You never want a head rep holding your gun once the point is over. I mean, you can even hear that. I mean, he's definitely shooting probably like 13 at least. That's definitely not 10. So I believe that's going to be a gross major then.
Should be.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, gross major, they assess 2 bodies in the initial point. But the body that gets the gross major, you have to, I believe it's sit out for 15 minutes of gameplay time. And if it runs out of the initial match, it should roll over into the next one. Fun fact, I got a gross major for basically the same exact thing when MPPL was still around. I was playing PSP and I didn't have I was using my buddy's gun. He didn't switch it over, switch it back from MPPL to PSP.
So we got Top Chefs on the left and New Jersey Crash Out on the right.
All right, coming out of the gate, both in those snake ones, both making it alive, but Top Chef also taking that snake side tower, putting him in a pretty good position to lock down the snake a little bit.
Got 5 alive for New Jersey Crash Out. Both sides, it looks like. No bodies off yet?
No, and Crash Out and Top Chef, they're both matching each other on the snake side, but
Top Chef just lost a body.
Yeah. So, I mean, so it's going to put up 4 on 5, but on the Dorito side, it looks like Top Chef has a little bit more ground to work with. They're already in that Dorito too, and I mean, Crash Outs, I mean, they're still filling out, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing to fill out slowly, especially if you're filling out alive. You know what I mean? Rather be alive than dead. But, oh, man, ref coming in. He almost. Yeah, there's the flag. And they lose their snake player. And they lost a body on the D side as well.
Okay.
And they just lost another Dorito player.
That was a quick 4 bodies.
Yeah.
And they don't have anyone left, it looks like, right?
So if I'm Crash Outs, like, I'm toweling this. Like, right now, we want to save the clock. There it is. There it is. See, that's important. Clock management, especially with how low of time that you have. You know what I mean? It's only 10-minute matches. It's +3. So you really need to save as much time as you can. So just in case if you get like one long point, and I mean you're in a position where, especially if you go down again, and you gotta come back. I mean it's too tough.
A lot of quick points we've been seeing today.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So and I don't think that the quick points are coming from people getting shot out off the break. It's more of people hanging out. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of sloppiness. You know what I mean? It's people are not valuing their bodies as much as they should be.
Looks like we got Army Black and El Cartel walking back on the field. El Cartel's going to be on the right.
Yep. So I'm curious. So we should, in theory, if that major was thrown on Army Black for that hot gun, they should be only starting with 3. Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Yep. He got that major. I mean, so if I'm Army Black, if I'm not shooting a body or two early, and I'm losing a body pretty quickly, I'm toweling it. You know what I mean? You gotta save the clock. Yep. El Cartel making that move straight into the 50 snake, just as they should be. But are they losing? Army takes another miner, loses 2 bodies. Yep.
5-on-1.
They got a towel here.
Oh.
Yep.
And they just got the last body.
Yeah, no, I think they shot out the body on the D side, and the guy in the center was the guy that they need to pull for the flag. Yeah, I mean, if you want to lose fast. So
They really need a towel right now.
They absolutely should.
They should have toweled about 20 seconds ago. El Cartel sort of hanging by the box.
See, and here's the poor decision. You see that some of the El Cartel players are walking off the field already, even though they're live bodies. They really need to stay on the field, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. So having more bodies alive on the field puts you in a better place. Because as soon as you walk off the field, you're already dead. I mean, good stuff out of El Cartel. You know, I mean, taking down the quick point. They're doing the smart thing. They're not hitting the buzzer because they don't need to. They're in a position of power.
Running down the clock is only going to help them.
Exactly. So, I mean, they're poised for a great position, up 2-0. You know, I mean, there's plenty of time. Which, I mean, it only helps out Army Black that there's plenty of time. But I mean, the way that it's going, Army Black has to pull something out of a hat right now.
Okay, we got Top Chef and New Jersey Crash Out walking on the field.
30 seconds. 10 seconds.
All right. Big breakout.
Matching each other on the snake side, both getting into that snake.
As they should. So you can see that Top Shelf was really looking for that wide guy from the corner, trying to shoot the guy in the corner. But if he did, that's a huge kill. That's a huge kill if he gets it. No, but he doesn't, and he gives up the zone. You know what I mean? He's not protecting his body now. But I mean, his snake guy is going to work, taking, it looks like two guys from Crash Out already. So I mean, that's a huge bonus. But killing dudes left and right. Yep. See, and that's a dumb move. That's a dumb move right there. That's not paying attention to what's going on the field and looking back to see if you have teammates alive. I understand wanting to move forward, but you got to realize that if you're down bodies, you know what I mean? Like if you're not hearing people talking to you, you almost got to assume that people are dead, and you got to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's okay. It's okay. I, I see the logic in it, but I mean, at the same time, you don't want to take your foot off the gas. If what's working for you is pushing the field, you got to keep pushing the field. You can't play not to lose. You got to play to win. You know what I mean? There are only very certain occasions where you play not to lose. And this is definitely not one of them. You're too early into the tournament. There's so much time left. You got to play to win. And you know what? It sets the tone and the mentality for the rest of the day. Oh, okay. So it's gotta be a referee timeout, because if it's gonna be a team timeout, they would have added another minute. So probably working through something on the scoreboard.
Well, Army Black does not look to be at their box right now.
I mean, if I'm Army Black and the refs are taking the timeout, like yeah, there's no need to rush to the box.
Box. Box.
30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock, or on the countdown. A lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, basically 8 minutes. There's a lot of time to make a comeback here, so you gotta play 1 point at a time if I'm Army Black.
10 seconds.
All right, it looks like El Cartel is gonna make that same run for the snake off the break, and it looks the same way for Army. Going to the outside, El Cartel doesn't go into the snake off the break. They're just giving it up, but
But he just made the bump in, I believe. No,
yeah, into the Dorito. I mean, it's a good fill. It's a good fill out, and they got the 50 snake. Oh wow! All right, great fills. I mean, Army just let them walk into the snake. Basically, they just dropped all the zones there, which is unfortunate. Oh, and they lose their front snake player.
That's
seeing
3 kills.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2 more bodies after that. Army is just they're in a rough place. They're in that back center bunker as well, just staying there. It's a
Worst
tough,
home bunker.
yeah, it's a tough place to live from. You know what I mean? You got to be on your knees the whole time. It's hard to, like, if you need to launch out of the bunker, it's too tough. So I mean, at this point, that home guy, he's got to be protecting his snake player, because his snake player is going to be the one that's getting kills across the field. Just looking at the 50 snake. He was waiting for him to come. So it's just throwing away a body. It's just really unfortunate to see, but you know what I mean. Hopefully it's a lesson learned, and unfortunately it's the hard way because you got a major. So
Pretty much all the bodies were pulled from penalties.
Exactly. I mean, you can't win tournaments and you can't win points if you're playing against 2 teams. You can't play against the refs, and you can't play against the team on the other side of the field. You're never going to win. So that's the end of this set. Who do we got next?
Next, we have Enemy of the State is playing New York Chaos, and Sunday Sleepers are playing Walk On Warriors.
Okay. Any predictions for this next set?
I mean, Enemy was very strong in that first match of the day. They mercied the
Yeah.
Blackhawks.
Yeah, 4-1. Yep.
Sunday Sleepers is a more seasoned team. They've been. This is their first game of the day, but Walk On Warriors, they lost in overtime.
They did. So they're warmed up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So they didn't get mercied, so that didn't get in their head. It came down to an overtime loss, but Sunday Sleepers has been around for a long time. Walk On Warriors is the newer team, so I think that's going to be a good match. Walk On Warriors being ref by LLP's own Ray Rogers, and they picked up a couple D4 bodies from New Jersey Havoc, so they definitely have something to work with there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be an interesting match on both sides. So if I'm enemy, you know what I mean, I'm feeling confident. We just mercy ruled. We believe we're going in with the mentality that we're gonna win, and now we're playing for margin. You know what I mean? Because if there's a bye, they want it, and they want it badly. And also, if you do another mercy rule, it just helps the mentality for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you don't want to go in overconfident. So I think it will be good if they have a close match. You know what I mean? A little bit of humbling. You need some. I rather have adversity in prelims than have adversity in finals.
So it looks like we got about 5 minutes to the next point. We'll be back soon.